Okay, here we go. Let's see. So first, I'll show you how to collect BODs. I typically, let's see if I can find it. I have this. I have all these collect BODs on different. So this would be the first step, I would say. You're just gonna get your freaking set up a bunch of these. Sometimes you have issues with them, so I recommend having a stop or an exit. But I put these all on a keybind. And on every BOD collector character that I have, so just some skill holder or extra account, what I do is I have a book in there with whatever. Well, then you would basically set up, say you want to collect a tailoring BOD. All you do is you hit record, click book order information, boom, alt tab. So you'll go and it'll have that. You just hit save. You give it a button. I think mine's QWERTY or whatever, as you go through the different rooms around Luna. The only bot I don't collect, which I think the cook's up here, I don't give a shit enough to deal with it. But, so I just hit Q, I hit it until it says that. I run over here, US Steam is going to suck with doors. So I got the 2. I feel like it's broken because I never get the 3 that I need. So then I do this, I get the, what are these? These are fletching, it's tinkering, carpentry, and then I think that's all in this room. Yeah. So if you accidentally press it, you'll notice that sometimes if you press it, it'll get hung up. What I typically do is I'll hit escape, or you'll see that it says this, and once it says that, you're good to go into the next room and grab some. So I grab all of that. Then I have this simple macro. It's this. I'll post this right now in the OC scripts chat. I'll probably post give you all these. But anyways, this just basically moves every BOD into a book if it finds a book. I don't even know. I wrote this thing like 9 years ago. It feels like. So anyways, that's that. Hey, look, it's Rook. I think it's Rook, right? Maybe it's not Rook. That's not Rook. Is that Rook? Whatever. Anyways. So yeah, you just put them all in there. And then what I do is I actually have this guy. This is my tailor. So what I'll do is I'll give him the book. Say this thing was full of all these random books. I actually have a script that I wrote. These are all the different books, and I actually bought I think it's in miscellaneous. The book ordered covers. I don't know why it's in here twice. Huh. Anyways, I did that so it kind of helped me, just as a visual, know which one's what. But what I did is I wrote this script. Let me see if I actually have it. Heritage BODs. I wrote this script, and what this script does is it basically takes them from the book and puts them, based on what the kind of reset they are, into the right book. So, use object book to sort. I forgot you have to do this. Oh. Sorry. What in the hell? There you go. Okay, so it'll say book to sort through. I click this one. As you see, it'll deposit and it'll just put it in the right. It takes it out, puts them in the right one. So, I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get set up on this, but that's what you're doing. And then, as you can see, it says which kind it is, and then it's putting it in the right one. That's just a script that I wrote. If you need it, I'll give it to you. We'll just let it do its thing so I can get past this process. It's fairly quick, but come on. Anyways, while it's doing that, I'll swap over to this. So, I think I'll show you what the skills are on this character. You see I have alchemy, blacksmith, bowcraft, carpentry, cooking, inscription, all .1. Technically, humans have 20 skill to every skill, so you should do this on an elf. It doesn't matter to me. To other people it does. To me it doesn't. So, whatever. It's just opinion. I don't think it really screws anything up too much, to be honest with you. If I just put .1 into that, I go around, grab the resets. Now, how you'll come to understand what this is, why this matters, is in a second when I am done sorting this. There you go. It's all put together. So you put that in there. So we'll leave that character there. So we'll take these. So now we have all these sorted into their specific spot. And you don't have to do all of them. I do all of them because you might as well. It's as easy as setting up a button and you can capitalize on it. You used to go into fill. Go tram. Go to your BOD house. I have these mailboxes because that's how I used to do it. I used to deposit them in there. Anyways, I have all these different stations set up. So what I'll do, essentially, is I think there's a script on the forums that works good for filling BODs. What I'll do is I'll take these resets. Oh, shit. Pause that. I'll take these resets. I'll fill them all. There's some ones in there that should not be that high, I feel like. Yeah, there's a large. It's because some of the characters I'm grabbing quote-unquote resets on have more than 0.1 tailoring. Anyways, going forward on that, you'll just basically run a script that does all these. See how they're all just cloth, easy ones? There's the script. It's basically like plug and play. I think you have to have a few things like a storage, like where your resources are being pulled from. So mine are here, and then where are you going to put the BODs when they're finished? Well, I just click another book. So if you'll see, let's see if I can find it. So here's this one. So when I do this script, I'll set this as the book that it pulls from, and this is the book that it puts them in. These are filled ones. So as you can see, all of these were done by the script. It automatically fills them. Now what you do is, say I had these. Whoops, I'm not going to put that in there. Say I took these. This is where kind of the trick comes in, and it's harder on a server that doesn't have the new system. But I'm not going to do it because I'm only going to show one. You should have 3 books. You should have your... Well, I guess you technically need 2 at this point. So you've already burned through all your resets, and they're filled. They're now in this book. You should then have a book that are ones that have been swapped, is how I do it. That's just how I've done it. So I take those 2 books. So come here. There's a script. You run it. It basically takes this out automatically. It turns it in, which when you do this, you double click it. You want it to say bank points automatically. Bank point. I think it's something like that. I think that's right. You drop that on there. Oh, whoops. Whatever. Save 0.2000 points instead of claiming now. You want this to be yes. I think you can automatically toggle it. But the idea is it'll sit there and bank points over and over again, and this will go up over time just by doing the resets. Now, on the new system, that's how that works. On the old system, you would just get like a small gold amount. Now you can actually get points from it from just doing the resets, which is super nice. So, it just builds up over time. Now what you do is what the script will do actually, is it then allows you to immediately get a BOD on a character that has 120 or 100 skill, depending on what you want to. If it, like blacksmith and tailoring are 120 skills, you want to turn them in and retrieve on a 120 character. Now alchemy, it's only 100 skills, so you only need it to be at 100. But the idea is once I do that, I got this. Cool. Now what I do again is I do it again. The script will automatically drop a new one. It'll put this in it'll put it in whatever book you chose. Do that. It'll bank the points automatically, which would only give me 1 point, right? So I'd have to do 700 BODs to get a BRSK. But the idea is at least you're getting something instead of nothing. Then it'll automatically grab another one. So it's automatically grabbing bigger and heavier rewarded BODs. And that's the idea behind it. That's the fastest way to do BODs in my opinion. Now once you have all these put in, once you have all these BODs put in this book, say we had a book and it was full of 500 resets right here, filled, Taylor resets was filled, and we swapped them all completely for, you know, big ones. Then you take them to your house. I always want to go to Phil. You take them to your house, and some people, like I think Magus actually has scripts to sort. Most players do. I don't currently. But what it'll do is it'll separate it and put it. I usually put it in a needs sort, and then, you know, large cloth, bones, regular leather, horned leather. That's kind of how I have it set up. But it'll put them in these ones. You put them all into one, and then you run a sort script, and it automatically kind of puts it in which book it needs to go in. That's how you do that, and then you fill those. You can run a script to fill those, or you can fill those by hand, and you go turn those big, large BODs in for, you know, your more heavy rewards. So it's pretty simple, but it's also kind of annoying, and there's a lot of different steps to it. But, you know, the idea is you grab resets every day. You can, you know, slowly over time grab them and fill your characters up with them. And I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But, yeah, that's about it. Grab BODs, put them in a book. Give them to your character, fill the BODs. There's scripts to do almost every part of this. And even on the forums, there's scripts to do the turn-in and the filling. So you can do that, and that's how you do it. It's pretty simple with scripts. So anyways, I think that's all.